This one is more for my ladies in the DJ industry, but a big thing that I've had to learn how to deal with in the last, what, 10 to 15 years of me DJing is how to demand respect without becoming difficult or being the aggressive black woman. And that's a thing that has always been a stigma on me and obviously the community, but I've always had it on me because I've always spoken up for myself. So when you come into a male dominated industry, there's obviously things that they think you don't know. So you have to find a way to not let it trigger you and to not let it put you in a space where you don't want these people to be. Because I've dealt with it all. I've dealt with rude sound men. I've dealt with rude promoters. I've dealt with promoters or people that you think are your friends trying to get you in the bed. They calling you at 4 a.m. talking about, I got an idea. Let's do DJ videos. Why are you calling me at 4 a.m.? No, I got people calling, talking about, yeah, we need an engineer to do this. We need a producer at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not coming to your studio. I'm not coming to sign. Not like, you got to set boundaries. You have to stay professional. You have to speak clearly. You have to know your contract, obviously, and know your equipment. That is the biggest thing. Coming in these venues, I'm traveling, going to different states, different cities. I'm from the West Coast. The energy of people in other states are different than what I'm used to. It's more closeted out here, if you know what I mean. So me going into these places, I went to school for this. I have a degree in audio production from Howard University. Shout out to Mecca. But I have a degree in radio, TV, and film production with a concentration in audio production. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about when it comes to this equipment thing and music stuff. Just whatever. I know a little bit. I know just a tad bit. I know what I'm doing and I know how to set myself up for success. So when we go into these rooms, sometimes we might have a rough sound check and I can clearly hear what's off, or some cables might be plugged up the wrong way and I notice it and I'll say something to the sound person. In the beginning of my career, I would be like, hey, excuse me, this is where the issue is coming from. And be like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Like, clearly it is. Like, I'm responding like me. Clearly it is. Like, you need to come over here and fix it. I'm telling you what the problem is, blah, blah, blah. But they don't respond to that energy, obviously. So I had to learn how to just switch it up and not let it affect me and be like, when they want to take an hour troubleshooting the problem that we already know is the problem, go ahead and do it. I'm going to kick my feet up. I'm going to get some contact. I'm going to go outside, light me a little spliff. It is what it is. We're going to figure it out. We'll have a successful night. I'm not about to go back and forth with y'all anymore. I've learned how to defend myself without having to be defensive or having to seem aggressive in the eyes of the men that I'm working with at these different venues and these staffs. You have to stay professional. Sometimes I might have to hit them with oh no, you got it, sweetie. And that might change their entire energy. Sometimes I got to do it. Sometimes I speak clearly. I have to know, like I said, know the equipment, know what cords you need to plug in, know your XLR, know the booth, know your outputs and inputs, know what's going on with your equipment, ladies. Just know your stuff. Know who it is that you're working with. If you have a contact, talk to that person. Try not to talk to the rest of the staff. Go through that person, especially if they're being disrespectful to you. Go to your contact always. Do not get... Try not to go back and forth with the person that's being rude and always just go to your contact. Usually it works better like that. The biggest thing too is setting boundaries and letting people know what you go for. Like I said, I've had people who were getting me book gigs I never thought I would get. Stop booking me at gigs that I thought I would never get because I wouldn't come to their studio at 4 o'clock in the morning and record DJ videos with them. That's a boundary that you got to set, ladies, because if I would have went and we did record DJ videos that one time, what if I would have decided to go the next time? You never know, what you're putting you don't want to ever put yourself into a situation where you're uncomfortable. So just always trust your gut, set those boundaries. Just don't do things that you would not do for a gig. or for money or for anything. Just don't do things that you wouldn't do. Have morals set before you go into something, and know what you will and will not do, because people will test you, ladies. They will. So be ready, stay professional, set boundaries, speak clearly, be confident in the things that you say, and stand firm on your word. Know your equipment, know your contract, know your contact. Just know who it is that you're coming in there to deal with, and be prepared for the worst always. And then a big thing I like to tell myself is like, be happy for the 10% of people who are chill, nice, and hit you with all respect and give you your praise. Be thankful for those people. Let them know they're doing a good job, because it's not always going to be like that. So just be incredibly grateful for the people that are good to you, and keep those people around your life. But like I said, be careful out here, ladies.